So how are you going to get this inner peace? How are you going to get it? How are you going to get this motivating messages sent to you 24/7? Well, you have to do one thing. That is manually start to do the 3-step thought process. As you're manually doing the thought process, your brain will actually start relieving a lot of things for you. Okay, so do not distress. You have to do a whole lot of work and wait to the end to get results. Every time you sit down and work with yourself, you will start getting results. Now, how does this become an automatic thought process? Well, the more that you do it, the more the brain, which is habitual and designed to make things automatic that you choose. That's why we have habits and things like we can do. Like you could probably even sometimes drive to work and not even remember, whoa, how did I get here? Because your brain knows how to get you there. Okay. So once you manually do this technique and you persistently and consistently do it, it will become an automatic pattern in your brain. And then your brain will automatically, just like that, do the thought process. Now, right now, manually, it's going to take you several minutes. But once your brain knows the pattern, it will do it quicker, faster. You'll notice this because the things that used to irritate you don't irritate you. Things that used to get your trigger button going, there's no trigger button. That's how you'll know how it is now getting instilled bit by bit. Now, there may be things that still get triggered. That's okay. You manually do the technique. The brain then knows, hey, even on this, we do this. You just keep telling your brain on everything, this is how we do everything. And in no time at all, it will do this. Now, you can have an easy start with this, okay? Make it your goal for this year, 1 to 2 hours a week to do a mind cardio video or a mind cardio printable guide sheet. 1 to 2 hours a week. This will start to implant it, install it, instill it in your mind as a thought pattern that you wish to have. We have 70,000 thoughts a day. How many of them are motivating? What we want to do is we want to make the most of those thoughts be automatically motivated. If we sat there and tried to logically make ourselves think 70,000 positive thoughts, it would be exhausting. So you want to instill a program within your brain that will start to do that automatically. It'll be your dominant mental attitude. Okay? You can do that with this. And even if later on, something comes up completely you just couldn't imagine in your life, you can manually do this technique and make sure you stay focused on track in life. So if this sounds interesting to you, please click and join. It is just $12.99 a month. It is a steal for having inner peace for the rest of your life. It's a steal. So $12.99 guaranteed or your money back. So get started this year. See what you can do. I promise you, you will be so impressed with yourself and you will be in such a different place. I get so many people who feel that life is a struggle, or they feel that it is hard, or they feel like bad things just are always going to be happening to them, but not to other people. They only get the good things, the other people. Well, that is just automatic program, because sometimes when we have circumstances that happen to us, the brain can get a little stuck, and then it'll actually start doing, thinking, and saying things that keep recreating that stuck, stagnant process that's happening in our life. So we can actually undo that. So don't be afraid and think, oh, I'm just stuck. Look at everyone else and I'm just stuck. Okay? What has happened is there's just a program, and now it is narrowing your view of things, or what you think, say, and do, so you keep producing the same thing. That's what your brain is designed to do. It's to produce things for you. But unknowingly, we can get it stuck in the low vibe reproduction of things, and it will still keep reproducing it. So you can easily shift it out, get it into the high vibe, And believe it or not, when you start doing this technique, you'll actually see the good that is in your life. You'll be actually able to see it. There'll be things going on still, but then you will see the good. There is good in your life, but the brain right now is not allowing you to see it. Now, I know you're thinking, no, there isn't. But I promise you, there isn't been anyone that I haven't shared this with who haven't been able to say yes afterwards. They were definitely stuck on this one thing and not causing them, not allowing them to see the other things. So once you see the other good things, then your brain, okay, will be motivated because now it's looking at the good things to keep creating more and more. And some of the things that you think that are so horrible in your life, they're going to actually look like, okay, why was I so upset about it? And then other things you'll look at and say, well, yeah, it's still not a great thing, but your brain will not tell you it's hopeless. It won't tell you it's the worst thing ever in the world. It'll either figure out how to do a solution to it, or it will help you to just be able to go through life, have whatever it is that is on there, but it is not affecting your inner peace, the positive, the motivating message that your brain sends you. So that is very possible. I hope that this sounds so interesting to you and something that you want to do, because you can get out of the mode that you are in, but you have to do something. And what you have to do is you have to make your mind do this technique so that you can start to have a different thought process. This is where your logic mind kicks in and says, I want to do something different. If you want changes, you have to do something different. So your logic mind has to say, I am going to do something different. I'm going to change how I perceive things so that I start feeling and doing things differently. That is the only thing you have to do, is sit down for 1 to 2 hours a week and start that process. Even if you're super busy, find it while you're sitting on the toilet for 5 minutes and do a 5-minute one. Whatever you need to do, take a few minutes of scrolling through TikTok. Use your YouTube time that you're usually on, but use it to do some mind cardio. Email. The email can wait. Do some mind cardio once or twice a week, and then get back to all your emails you're going to answer and do. Okay? The TV program that you love, go ahead and record it. Do a little bit of mind cardio first, then watch your program. Okay? There are ways to make time to feed and cultivate your brain so that it can start to do more things for you. Okay? If you take care of your brain is going to take care of you in ways that you cannot imagine. Right now, the way it is taking care of you is the way you have allowed it to remain with its programs. But you can change it. You can change it. And when you do, you're going to love your brain like I love my brain. Before, it was like a frenemy. Sometimes I love my brain, sometimes I didn't. Oh boy, I take care of it. It takes care of me. It is a wonderful relationship now. I tell people my brain is my BFF, my best friend forever. And it will be yours too. Always, not just sometimes, always.